Kharge ji, Sonia Gandhi ji, Honorable CWC members, dear colleagues, I'd like to congratulate all of you on this occasion. We are getting a new headquarters. And we are getting a new headquarters at a very particular time. I think it's quite symbolic that yesterday, in a speech, the chief of the RSS said that India never achieved independence in 1947. He said that true independence in India was achieved when the Ram Mandir was built. This building, it is not an ordinary building. It has emerged from the soil of our country, and it has emerged as a result of the hard work and sacrifice of millions of people, and not just sacrifice prior to the freedom movement, but sacrifice until today. And there are multiple examples. There's an example, of course, of the freedom movement and the fruit of that movement, which was the Constitution, which was essentially attacked yesterday by Mr. Mohan Bhagwat when he says that the Constitution was not the symbol of our freedom. But also after that, thousands of our workers died in Punjab, thousands of our workers died in Kashmir, thousands of our workers died in the Northeast. And so this party has stood for a particular set of values. And we can see those values in this building. Unlike the Western world, which focuses on outside the self, the Indian way of thinking is about understanding the self. If you look at our great masters, they're all about understanding precisely who you are, where you come from, who you are, what your nature is. And that, the Bhagavad Gita is about that, Shiva is about that, Guru Nanak Ji is about that, Kabir is about that. All of them are asking the fundamental question, who are you? And this is really the fight that is taking place in India today. There are two visions of the self in India in conflict. One is our idea, the idea of the Constitution, and the other is the idea of the RSS. One idea says India is a union of states. We have, as we entered, I saw, we have all the national languages there, equally placed together. There is no superior language. There is no inferior language. There is no superior culture. There is no inferior culture. There is no superior community, no inferior community. They are all the same. That is written in the Constitution, and it is symbolized by this building. On the other side, there is the idea of a centralized knowledge, of a centralized understanding. Mohan Bhagwat has the audacity to inform the nation every 2 or 3 days what he thinks about the independence movement, what he thinks about the Constitution. In fact, what he has said yesterday is treason, because it is stating that the Constitution is invalid. It is stating that everything, the fight against the British was invalid, and he has the audacity to say this publicly. In any other country, he would be arrested and tried. That is the fact, right? To say that India did not get independence in 1947 is an insult to every single Indian person. And it's about time we stop listening to this nonsense that these people think they can just keep parroting out and shouting and screaming. Right? That is the crux of it. The Congress party has worked with the Indian people. It has built the success of this country. And it has built the success of this country on the foundations of the Constitution. And that is what this building symbolizes. You please go inside this building and you will see the depth of talent. You will see how deeply the Congress party has entered the soul of India. There's a history there. In fact, we forget. As I said, it's important to understand who you are. So for Congress people, it's important to understand who we are. What is our tradition? What is our history? Where have we come from? Please look in the building. You will see Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru. And it doesn't stop there. Workers, chief ministers, governors, defense ministers, foreign ministers, all of them who served the constitution of our country, all of them who saluted the tricolor. Do not forget that. The people who are in power today do not salute the tricolor, do not believe in the national flag, do not believe in the constitution, and they have a completely different vision of India than we do. They want India to be run by a shady, hidden, secret society. They want India to be run by one man, and they want to crush the voice of this country. They want to crush the voice of the Dalits. They want to crush the voice of the minorities. They want to crush the voice of the backward castes, of the tribals. This is their agenda. And I would also like to say clearly that there is no other party in this country that can stop them. And you will see, the only party that can stop them is the Congress party. And there is a reason for it. The reason is that we are an ideological party. And our ideology does not emerge yesterday. Our ideology, like the RSS ideology, is thousands of years old, and it has been fighting the RSS ideology for thousands of years. We have our symbols,